Hey, what's going on, y'all? So I'm sitting here filling out my diligence tracker, and full disclosure, I had a drink yesterday. One of my goals, I'm doing all the recommendations that are listed out in our first week, days 1 through 7. One of my personal goals is what I call life as is, which means, especially for me in the evenings, coming home and I'm just completely present with no stimulus, no alcohol, no substances like that, so that I'm going to bed nice and clean. And that's where my biggest sticky spot is. So I had a drink yesterday. I had to pick up a sleeping bag for a friend. We're going on this little camping trip, and the guy that I'm picking up a sleeping bag from was like, "Hey, you want to have a drink? We'll meet here." And I was like, "Oh, I could have said no, and I didn't." And I'm totally fine with it because tonight I'm gonna reset and have myself another really clean night, life as is. And my goal with that, my personal goal, is 4 out of 7 days in a week where I'm ultra clean, and then the other 3 days, like, I allow myself to enjoy things a little bit. That's me, that's my personal goals. I also like the flexibility of having weekends kind of open so that on weekends you allow yourself to just be a little bit more flexible with whatever your goals are. But again, that's personal, can be a slippery slope for some people, but that's not why I want to get on here. Sorry. The reason I want to get on here is because Pam had asked a question about the values and the vision, and I just want to reiterate how we can do this process and why we're doing this, okay? So in the first week, I think it's in the first week lesson, might be in the overview of the entire program, I have those values sheets that you can print out from positivepsychology.com. And so this is one process that you can go through, and then you can do it in reverse too. And I'm going to explain what I mean. So you print out these sheets, you've got all these different values that you can go through. And keep in mind, values are basically things that are important to you. They make you the kind of person that you are. They describe you as a person. And this is maybe in your ideal state, all right? What's important to you. And so we've got this list of values from positivepsychology.com. We've also got the list of values from Atomic Habits, James Clear. You can integrate those two together, and what we recommend is you go through and just circle the things that resonate with you. That process by itself is really powerful because you start to get a picture of this kind of person that you are and what's important to you and the person that you're trying to become. Then it's useful to group those different values into categories. All right, so this is what we might call life categories, areas of your life. For a lot of people, it could be business, could be career, could be family, social, relationship. There's really no limits and no requirements for it have to be named a certain way, but like, you're basically grouping things so that then when you have these values in a group, you can describe that group with the values and give it some descriptive characteristics. That's how you create your vision for yourself, your vision for your most optimal, amazing self. So you've got these different areas of your life, you got values associated with it, you describe those areas of your life, and then you put that into a narrative. That's how you make a vision. It's really great. Now, to do that in reverse, what we used to teach, which I think is really useful too, is instead of starting with the values, you start with the areas of your life. What are the areas of your life that make you the kind of person that you are? All right, so again, this is all very personal, very individual, but for most people, it's going to be something like, athlete or fitness or financial, career, you get the idea, right? You can also think about roles. Like, I do like to think in terms of roles: husband, father, employee, manager, coach, nutritional therapist, so roles could be really useful. Now, once you come up with those different categories, then you can start to fit in, look over these lists of values and say, what are the values associated with my business or me being a business leader? And you're just filling those things in. Then again, you're coming up with your vision out of the values associated with those different categories. All right, so I hope you guys are rocking this thing. And again, it's a very personal little challenge here. If you have any feedback, anything that we can do to make this thing better, please let me know. All right, care about y'all. Make it a great day and a great rest of your week. We'll talk to you soon.